Chip Z'nuff, how are you, my friend?
Very well. Good morning, my friend.
Chip Z'nuff joins the Tomano Touhy radio show. Big Enuff Z'nuff returns to Chicago show Friday in Glendale Heights at Shark City. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, I just came back from a little tour with Adler, and I seen the Reader. Nice little story in there.
Oh, is there?
I was very flattered to see Chicago supporting this because Thirsty Whale's been around for such a long time. The doors opened the Thirsty Whale back in 1969, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we closed it with Material Issue and the late Jim Ellison, and also who else is on that? Urge
Overkill. I was at that show. Steve and I actually introduced Enuff Z'nuff, who closed the Thirsty Whale. We introduced you guys. I had my Animals with Human Intelligence shirt on, and I actually sat with Jim Ellison and Nash Cato, two of my faves. I miss Jim Ellison, man. He was a great dude.
Fantastic player, great singer, and those guys made a couple of great records. As a matter of fact, on one of their last records, I was nice. They were nice enough to ask me to come down and play on the record with Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick and Gilby from Guns N' Roses.
That's true. That's a great music, great scene in Chicago. We've always had some incredible bands, and this show that you're doing at Shark City has all kinds of favorites from the past. We have Tommy Holland's going to be playing. He's closing out the night after you guys, right?
I think that's incredible. I've always been a big Holland fan. I remember them guys in the early days, like Beatty on guitar.
Yeah.
A couple records on Atlantic Records. Holland was a great band. Underrated.
Maybe I'll play I'll play Enuff Z'nuff and Holland today, Steve. What do you think?
I like it.
Because Tony LaBarbera called me. He wants me to push the show because it's this whole weekend, Friday and Saturday, at Shark City in Glendale Heights. Great room. They're going to have all kinds of bands that were famous for playing the Whale, and Enuff Z'nuff, of course, the cornerstone of Chicago rock, rounding out the evening on Friday. So now huh?
I'm sorry?
Well, how's things been going with the band? You got two new guys in the band, right?
Two new guys, Randy Xander Scott and Tori S. from the Black Mollies.
Yeah.
That's been going good. Early in the year, Enuff Z'nuff embarked on a month-and-a-half tour over in Europe, which was incredible. Bad time to tour, though, I got to tell you, January, February. It was one of the coldest winters in European history. It was ridiculous. We were in some Oscar Mayer Wiener wagon bus.
Freezing, huh?
Every country you pull into, we got pulled over and searced. Dogs out, everything was ridiculous.
Is that right?
When they see the Oscar Mayer Wiener going down the block, I mean, that's,
Now, what did they find on the bus, these little dogs?
I remember vividly getting pulled over with Faster Pussycat, both on the same bus. And they pulled everybody out of the bus at 5:30 in the morning and then searched us right on the expressway, right up on the shoulder of the road. Each guy, one by one, got searched. And there was at least 9 or 10 cops out there. Thank God nobody was carrying anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. Now, but you're not allowed to have anything on the bus when Donnie's around, are you?
Sure, Donnie's fine.
Is he fine?
He's been doing great this year. He was terrific on the tour, and then right at the end of the tour, this agency, they're called X-Ray Touring. They're from England. They book Green Day and Coldplay, all the big bands that are out there. Somebody bamboozled somebody because they got on board and said, listen, we want to book you guys from now on.
Oh, nice.
Over in Europe. And the first shows they booked were Donington Down Low. We played with AC/DC and Aerosmith. We were the only band that played 2 nights in a row.
Is that right?
Yeah, they had 80,000, 90,000 people there. It was ridiculous. Rage Against the Machine and Lamb of God. My buddies in Megadeth.
That had to be a blast.
Yeah, Slash, because he's got a new record out. Slash, he was on the bill. Everybody hanging out together for a couple of days. It was fantastic, bro.
That's all right, man. And you guys are going back to England after your evening with us in Chicago.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to get on the Hard Rock Hell Festival, and that's got, 20 or 30 bands on it. It's a 3-day event. It's incredible. We're lucky to be on it. And we'll go over there and we'll support our new record. Enuff Z'nuff has a new record, believe it or not, called Dissidents. It's been out for about almost a year now,
Yeah.
but it just came from England.
It's
It's a brand new record for them out there, and so we'll support that record out there, do 5 or 6 shows, and then back here to the United States. I think there's something happening. I can't talk about it right now, but something happening for New Year's Eve.
Can I throw something at you, a rumor? And I just want you to confirm or deny, or we're close enough to where you can tell me you can't talk about it. Paul
rumors, by the way.
Paul Stanley is a friend of Chip Z'nuff and may be seeking a little work with you, or what's the deal?
It's been talked about. I got a telephone call, and if it's not him, boy, he's really good, whoever this guy is. I was asked to play in a song on a solo record, and we'll see what happens, how that pans out. I've spread myself. This has been a great year this year for myself, I must say. I got to thank everybody because I got a chance to put out a lot of records out there. We got the Enuff Z'nuff Dissidents record out, and then an Adler Z'nuff record out, which is Adler and myself, along with Dale Bazio from Missing Persons and a bunch of assorted clowns. And
the assorted
Johnny
clowns. Johnny Rotten Jr. record, which was featured on Tim Lamping's Homegrown Tones last week. Very psychedelic, trippy stuff. All kinds of different sides of Chip.
I'm glad he received my bribe. It's great that we're getting played.
The check cash, it's fantastic. So now you hang with Dale Bozio, and she's a great chick. Missing Persons was a really intelligent, fun band in the '80s, but she's a little. Is she gun shy, or what's her deal? She's a little standoffish.
Well, she's been through the business for a long time. Missing Persons, I remember they played that festival. Remember that huge fest?
Oh, yeah. The US Festival.
The US Festival?
Yeah.
And then right after that, like happens with most bands, as soon as you get to the pinnacle of success, or you think you're right there, it implodes. And the band went off, and everybody did their own thing. I know she told me what happened. She's going to write a book because she was in L.A. They played the US Festival, and she was staying in a hotel in Los Angeles, and her hotel bill was $88,000. she never left the hotel, she says, except to play that show. And they did a bushel basket full of cocaine in there. They were out of control. Nobody could talk to her. And then right after that, she was with Prince. Prince signed her to a deal, and he was in love with her. He hailed her.
Did he take her away from Terry Bozzio?
No, not at all.
Yeah, he just loved her.
She ended up. I know she slept with Prince, but she didn't leave Terry for Prince. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's just something to do on an evening. You've already spent your $98,000 for the hotel. You might as well have some fun.
You might as well bone Prince because you know that he's got the chippy poos to pay for that $98,000 hotel room.
How was the sex, Prince? Oh, it was great, baby. Good. I got something I need to talk to you about.
Could you cover this bill for me? Here's what happened. We accidentally rolled over on the remote and rented 40,000 movies off the TV.